What's up, guys? Wasteman here. So in this video, I'm going to show off the Fist of the Heavens Paladin, as it is going to increase a buff for the upcoming patch for the soon-to-be ladder reset in Diablo 2 Resurrected. They're buffing Fist of the Heavens, where it's now going to hurt and kill. It's going to negatively affect. It's going to be able to do damage to both undead and demons. The Holy Bolts from Fist of the Heavens and Holy Bolt as well as a skill is going to receive the same buff. Because right now, this is before the buff, and I intend to make a video after the buff takes place. So, Holy Bolt, it heals, of course, allies, your mercenary and your party members, but it only hurts undead. But this one does quite a bit of damage. As you can see here, a pretty geared out paladin. Same thing with Fist of the Heavens. The holy bolts that it emits only damage undead. And then the singular target that it hits initially, it does lightning damage too. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to showcase how it works currently, because it was a couple weeks ago I was messing around with this build. First off, here's the gear. It's wearing Heart of the Oak, Griffin's Eye, which is primarily just for the faster cast rate, breakpoint, and some lightning damage, but I wouldn't focus on the lightning damage with this character. It's quite minuscule. Let's see what it is. 2600, but like I said, it only affects the single target that you hit. Nice amulet with FCR, HOZ with an Umrune, Wartravs, which I despise, but he's wearing them anyway. I didn't really make this character, it's a hero-edited character. Enigma, hell yeah. Triangle Gloves, bunch of GCs, things like that. So level 46, Fist of the Heavens. So as you can see here, yeah, it's only affecting the single target. The Holy Bolts do nothing. But even with that being said, it seems to do a pretty good job. What you need to see is how it affects enemies who are undead. So we'll go to the Chaos Sanctuary, identify these boots. Other shit! Alright, Chaos Sanctuary. Well, first off, go kill Pindle. Mostly all undead in this region. Now this is a Hammerden hybrid, because we needed a workaround. Because it was really only good against undead otherwise. So the hammer isn't fully synergized. Let's see what the hammer does. The hammer does 2200 damage. And I like having redemption as an option. So you have F5 and F6. I'll go to Chaos Sanctuary. Yeah, and what I'm looking forward to is this build running the Chaos Sanctuary after the buff takes place. Because most of the enemies, well, once you reach the Chaos Sanctuary, all of the enemies are either demon or undead, including Diablo. See, on your way there, you run into a few that aren't. Like, here's a monster type, right? Now, demons and undead, I think they take up like 75% of the game's enemies. So it's a good amount. And I like to run this area mostly. For those of you who follow Iceboy, you know that I run the Chaos Hits. I mean, maybe I'll branch out a bit more when the ladder reset occurs, because there's going to be more 85 areas, things like that. But this is a good build. This will be, I think, a great build to run the Chaos Sanctuary once it does demon and undead damage. Obviously, you could still get around it by just one hitting single target with your Fist of the Heavens, but it was just very, very tedious. And it's important to note that the Holy Bolts don't actually hit the single target. It's only the lightning that hits the single target, and then the Holy Bolts, they shoot from it and hit everything else. So sometimes you're left with one enemy who's like light immune, for example, and you can't kill it with Fist of the Heavens. Like if it's, even if it's undead and light immune, and it's the only one left to hit, you can't kill it, so it can be tedious, where you'll have to maybe use Holy Bolt against it. Or in this case, Blessed Hammer. I mean, Paladin, and it's great how you can switch over to 1 point redemption and just fill up. Yep. But what do you guys think about this? I'm thinking about trying it at this point after they made the announcement. I mean, hell yeah. I think it's a very visually impressive skill. So, I always wanted to use Holy Bolt. Problem is, the skill's always been ass. In PD2, they did buff it to where it damages all enemies. But I thought that kind of takes the fun out of it a little bit. It's supposed to be a thematic skill. It's holy. It damages undead and shit. But fortunately, they're kind of keeping the theme to it. Because, of course, why wouldn't holy damage demons as well? Answer me in the comments below. So it seems like it's still sticking to its theme. And it still incentivizes you to strategize. That's the problem with the PD2 version. There's really not much strategy. It's like a hammered in. It's like it damages all the enemies, basically. Unless if they're magic immune, which are barely any. Wow. So it's cool how it keeps you on your toes a little bit.
I can't carry anything.
With how there is incentive to use your head a little bit while playing this. And there's still going to be. Because like I said, 75% I think are undead and demons. So there's still that additional 25% that you do run into quite often. Act 3 has a lot of them. I mean, they're all over the place, right? They're in Act 1. They're in Act 5. They're all over the damn place. It's just, there are some areas where you can go where you don't run into any monster types. You only run into demons and undead. This is one of them. I think, see, it's not hurting these guys. Now, if the buff were to take place, it would be killing them quite effectively, I think. So I'm looking forward to seeing how that plays out. And I will make a video, probably with this same character, once the buff takes place. And at that point, I could fully synergize his skills. Because my Fist of the Heavens... Well, the only skill that I didn't max Holy Shock. I didn't put a single point into Holy Shock. But that's just for the single target lightning damage. So it's really not that big of a deal. So I probably won't switch up his skills at all. But I will make a video with this guy to kind of take note on how it compares after the buff. So here's Satan. It's not very fun trying to kill Satan. It will be later, however. I'm quite sure what you'll want to do later is use Holy Bolt against it because of that massive damage you get. And it'll be doing damage to demons, so you'll be shooting him with this. And that'll be quite effective. But beforehand, of course, I'm going to have to settle with maybe just the lightning damage from Fist of the Heavens. Mercenary is just using Insight. Insight is nice on the Mercenary. Of course, if it's an Infinity, it will help your lightning damage, but that's it. It's not going to help the Holy Bolt damage at all. So I would probably stick with Insight for endgame with this character. For the convenience. But of course, for a boss... wow, look at this. It's an ethereal doubtless. For a boss, it would be more optimal to have Infinity. High defense. Yeah. Bad. Been a minute since I found one of those, but... What do you guys think about this build? Do you think you might try a Fist of the Heavens Paladin? I think another place you could go... Ancient Tunnels, maybe? I mean, you can already go to Ancient Tunnels with this build. Before the buff even. I think it's all undead down there. Here we go. Here's some undead out here, but again, there are some non-undead, some monsters that you're going to have to find a workaround with. But I might make a Hammerden, or a Fist of the Heavens Paladin, / Holy Bolt Paladin, but I really just intend to run Chaos Sanctuary, Pindle, and the Ancient Tunnels. And wherever else might have just undead and demons. Let me know in the comments if you guys have any idea. Of course, the pit. Is the pit all undead and demons? Hell, the pit might be all undead and demons. Let me look. You have the Archer Vayman. The Archer Vayman are demons. You have the Fallen and the Shamans, which of course are undead. Hell yeah. Could Ice Boy run both of these areas with this, You got these guys, yeah, the skeletons. As undead as they can get. I don't know, dog. I think the whole pit is undead and demons. Hell yeah. So I could run this. I don't even have to change a thing. This is going to be a great character for doing what Ice Boy likes to do. Chaos and pits. Hell yeah. Of course, you're not going to be able to do the cow level. So there is that. And it's nice having the option to mix it up once in a while. I think, where you can run the cow level as well. Look at that hog. So that's one thing you're not going to be able to do. That's fine. Undead, pits, ancient tunnels, wherever else the new areas are. This guy has a 125 FCR breakpoint. That's the highest the Paladin can get. The one before that is 75. So at least get to 75. But once you're going to be using Holy Bolts more when the buff takes place. So with that being said, you might want to make sure you have a faster FCR. Yeah, so it would be killing all these if it damaged demons. Yep. So looking forward to that buff. Yeah, looks like I think they're all undead and demons. Hell yeah. Appreciate you guys for watching the video. Become a patron or channel member if you want. Links in the description below. Appreciate y'all for supporting the Ice Boy. May the Creator bless you and keep you. And until next time, have a good day.